YouTube, what's going on? It's Teemo here, bringing you guys a brand new video, and today we're actually doing our first tier list ranking video. And what we're going to be doing this based off of is Call of Duty campaigns. Call of Duty campaigns have been a very vital part of my life. To be completely honest with you, it is one of the main reasons why I buy Call of Duties, not just for the multiplayer, but the campaign experience. I just love the fact that you go ahead and be immersed in this type of movie experience where you're the main character, you make all the choices, you do all that cool stuff, and it's always been a lot of fun to me. So we have a list, we're going to go ahead and rank some. And if you guys agree with this or disagree, let me know in the comments down below. Also, leave a like if you want to see more videos like this. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we have the tier list right here. As you can see, I already put these three in the never played. Obviously, never played. But we do have all the campaigns over here. Obviously, they're not in any specific order. So we're going to go from left to right, and I'm going to tell you why I put it there. And yeah. Alright, so first off, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and to be completely honest with you, I kind of look at this as a B tier, and the reason why I'm saying that is because it was one of the campaigns that kind of started experimenting with more of the futuristic aspect, but I also obviously love the characters, having that type of bond from the previous Black Ops series. It was really cool experience, but I felt like some of the missions I was not too big of a fan of, and I'm not gonna lie, the ending was pretty good though. I had satisfaction from the end, and obviously it was a really good protagonist and antagonist. So I think this is more of a B tier list though. Like if I was forced to play this game, I'll be like, okay, it's kind of tolerable. So gotta leave it at B. Next up, we got Infinite Warfare, and we're putting this straight over to D. Was not too big of a fan of this mission. I did have a nice little bond with the little robot guy, Ethan, I believe his name was, and it was a hard decision to go ahead and sacrifice him to help everybody else out. And there was no real survivors. None of the characters really survived. Obviously, like it's kind of a cool experience, I guess you could say. It's kind of a unique experience, but I personally didn't enjoy Infinite Warfare. There were some missions that were pretty cool, and I did enjoy it, but for the most part, it's not really a campaign I can see myself. Like I can't force myself to play it. I can't. But one game I can force myself to play is Advanced Warfare, and we're gonna go ahead and put this straight up top to A tier. I would put this at S tier, but to be completely honest with you, I don't know if I can bring myself to do it. We could possibly bring this up to an S tier. It is an S and an A tier in my personal opinion. The whole Kevin Spacey obviously helping you out and then becoming the villain, then you having to fight. It was just such a cool experience. The characters were also really well played out, and the character development and everything. Having the dude that was once on your team not having your back, and then having it was just an awesome experience. Obviously it was one of the futuristic Call of Duties, but this one hit the nail. Like it just legitimately hit the nail right on the head. It was a really good campaign. I personally enjoyed Advanced Warfare. Next up, we got the OG Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and we're gonna put this back up top to an A. Yeah, I was kind of thinking A or S, and honestly, I am going to put this at an A. It could be an S. Again, this is one of the ones that are in between, but obviously, this is kind of the foundation for a lot of the characters we know and love in the Modern Warfare series. A lot of the missions were pretty cool. Obviously, the ending was pretty dope as well. And to be completely honest with you, it's just one of those OG Call of Duties that kind of paved the way for my loving for campaigns. So we're going to put Modern Warfare in the A tier. So I did get this one actually confused with Black Ops 3, and I do apologize about that. So you can just listen to my whole explanation, and basically the explanation for Black Ops 4 is going to be my explanation for Black Ops 3. Now this one's going to be very, very, very questionable for some people. But we're going to go ahead and put Call of Duty Black Ops 4 in the D tier. Obviously, it's not questionable at all. I felt like they literally had no direction for this campaign. They had no thought process in general. It made absolutely no sense. It made sense, but it was like everybody in the room that was going to create this game were just high off their ass or something. I don't even know. I was really confused by a lot of the stuff. Even the ending didn't really make too much sense, and I don't even want to think about some of the missions because it just hurts my head trying to think about what the hell was going on. Next up, we have Call of Duty Ghosts, and to be honest with you, this is going to be our first S tier. Obviously, Call of Duty Ghosts got a lot of hate. I think it was kind of unnecessary hate. Even the multiplayer was good, but I felt like the campaign was the best part of it. Every single time a new Call of Duty is being released and announced, I'm always praying that to Call of Duty Ghosts 2, obviously having in my personal opinion, the best cliffhanger in any of the Call of Duties, and I want to see what happens. Obviously, having that type of connection, you and your brother in the army, your dad's a part of the ghost. Obviously you had that family drama that happens when dad dies. It was just an awesome experience. Obviously you have your dog Riley. It's just, everything was awesome. It all made sense. It flowed out so perfectly. Rourke, oh man, it's just amazing. I want them to make a movie about ghosts. Like if they made an actual movie and put it in the theaters, I would watch that. I would. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This one right here, personally, it's gonna be a B tier. We're gonna put it with Black Ops 2. I don't know. It's like it wasn't bad. It's tolerable, and that's what the B tier is for me. Is tolerable. It's not one I can like see myself playing again, but if I had to, I would play it. There were some missions I weren't too big of a fan of. Obviously, you were able to reunite with Captain Price, having some of those cool moments, and play as different characters as you do with normal Call of Duty. But I don't know, something about it. It's just the ending wasn't really there for me. I just felt like the connection between the characters wasn't really there. Some of the deaths that happened, it wasn't. It didn't hurt. You know, like it wasn't one of those ones that are like, damn, this guy really. You know, like I think B tier is the perfect place for Modern Warfare. Next up, we have Call of Duty MW3. We are going to put this in the A tier. I was a pretty big fan of this. Obviously, the ending, in my opinion, was pretty cool. Busting out there with the Juggernaut, going balls deep in the little thing to get to the, what was it, Makarov, I believe. So it was pretty dope, honestly. It was a pretty dope campaign. Obviously, having Soap unfortunately passed away, that was a sad death. That was a really sad death. And then playing as Captain Price with Yuri, the whole entire, like, the betrayal. We'll say the betrayal, because Yuri didn't mean for the betrayal to happen, but it happened. It flowed really well. Everything made sense. Obviously, it's a part of the infamous Modern Warfare series. And yeah, I think A tier is a perfect spot for a perfect campaign. Call of Duty World at War. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. This was actually the first ever Call of Duty I have ever played. Like, this was the first Call of Duty campaign, Call of Duty Zombies I ever played. So I'm actually gonna put this at a tier B. It's pretty tolerable. A lot of the missions I really enjoyed. Obviously, it's based off of a real war, and those are the type of Call of Duty campaigns I do enjoy. But to be completely honest with you, like some of the stuff was like, I want to say dragged out, but some of the missions that I remember and everything, it was a weird experience. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still traumatized from that ending scene where you get introduced to zombies. So this is a B/A tier. This could be either or. This is a little bit more tolerable than these two, but I don't think it's at an A tier. Next up, we got Call of Duty World War II, and you're gonna see this trend a lot. This is kind of an in-between of tolerable and an A tier, obviously based off of World War II. A really good campaign in my personal opinion. The connection that you get and the brotherhood and everything in between. Obviously, you have the little bad blood going on between you and your captain. It was a really good campaign. It was really good. It was tolerable. And something I would play again. I felt like there were some campaign missions that were obviously it had some missions that were in previous Call of Duties, like how D-Day was in World at War, I believe, or something similar to it. So this is definitely a little bit more tolerable than these two, but it's not quite an A tier. Moving on, we got Call of Duty Black Ops, and I'm going to drag this all the way up to an A tier. Obviously, being introduced to the characters we know and love in Woods and Mason. It introduced a whole thing, honestly. I believe I forget what war this is based off of. I want to say the Vietnam War. I could be wrong, but everything was played out amazing. Obviously, the protagonist and antagonist, you're able to go ahead and have a bond with everybody. Kind of just build up that thing and just be on that mindset of I just want this. I don't want this campaign to end, but I want to just take down this antagonist. I just want it to end, because I feel like that type of connection where you want the campaign to end, but you don't at the same time, is pretty dope, because you're like, dang, this mission was pretty dope. Is the next one gonna be the last one? I hope it is, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind playing another one. I feel like that's kind of where Black Ops was. Obviously introducing us, like I said, to Woods and Mason. I think A tier is a perfect spot. Moving on, we got Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and I'm kind of putting this as C tier. I'm not gonna lie, I know Call of Duty 4 did not have a campaign. It was only really Blackout, so we're gonna drag this back down and never played. This is definitely a C tier. It's less tolerable, obviously, than everything above here. It's not as bad as Infinite Warfare, but it just made like no sense. Everything that's said about Black Ops 4 is basically everything I have to say about Black Ops 3. So obviously can't really edit out all that stuff, and but yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Last but not least, we have Call of Duty MW2, and I'm gonna put this all the way up top to an S tier. I feel like this is probably the perfect place to go ahead and put this campaign. I felt like it obviously was a little bit more of an upgrade than MW4 or COD 4, I guess you call it. But obviously the ending, pulling the knife out, doing that heroic flick of the knife, it just like was so satisfying. Building that connection more and more with Captain Price and just making childhood memories in general. I feel like this campaign was basically another movie that was probably gonna be directed by James Bond if it was in the theaters. But I feel like S tier, it's a perfect place for MW2. Like all these games in general have given me amazing memories, but two of them that do stand out are definitely Call of Duty Ghosts and MW2. So this right here is my tier list. If you guys do enjoy, let me know. What would you switch out? What would you keep? Definitely tell me in the comments below. Also, let me know what type of tier list I should do next time. I definitely want to do more of these. And speaking of campaign, when Vanguard does come out, I'm going to be doing a whole Call of Duty campaign walkthrough, and I'm really excited about that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep vibing, keep grinding. Peace.